Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the first episode of Shichisei no Subaru. So, this anime, I believe it's about an MMORPG. That's really all I kind of remember for the synopsis. I think that was the main reason why I decided to grab this one. It was very much a maybe going to watch type thing. And I'm mostly watching it because I'm probably not going to end up watching Backstreet Girls for various reasons. So, I'll want to at least watch something in this day's time slot besides just the summoning a demon lord anime. But anyway, yeah, I'll get into this and see how it is. 3, 2, 1, play. Animeriko, never heard of you. Starting off with a three-headed 3D dragon sounds promising. For about 5 seconds, okay. We're obviously starting off in the game world. Very fitting music, I would say. Is he haggling? We're trying to get free stuff, one of the two. Oh. But you trust him to hold your stuff? Well, what have you been doing all this time? Oh, the Calamity Monster Quest. What's that? Oh, right, that's this. Yes, it's a big deal, I guess. Oh, wow. Wait, are you telling me the game has permadeath? Oh, wow. It is a hardcore game. Yes, our main characters, of course. It's powerful, unique skills. Very much a special snowflake. They do seem quite powerful. And we got our cute girl of the group. Using all the elements. One of them's gotta be super effective. A 7 cents. Of course they did. Yes, at least for the audience's sake. Nice gun. Well, they won, I think. Union. Well, that's something. But yeah, Subaru is apparently not one person, it's the whole group. That's interesting. I mean, hearing the name Subaru in a anime always makes you nervous. He's really cute. This is like their hideout because it looks pretty cool. Asahi, okay. Morning sun. uh, she's she's not wrong. But yeah, I think Asahi will be my favorite. Satsuki. Because it's not fun. This is a game. Yeah, the lightning members we mentioned before. Well, finally something to challenge us. Just a little bit. Well, yeah. So her name's Nozomi. Fitting name. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I forgot they're elementary schoolers, aren't they? I keep forgetting that. I mean, you can understand why. Love letter? Oh, she's going straight for the ring. She's trying to put a ring on it. uh, she's cute too, but I still prefer Ase. That look. Well, when you say that, it makes me nervous. As if the group being called Subaru didn't make me not nervous enough as it was. Uh, Let powers unite. Yes, Blank never loses. I mean, Subaru never loses. Good teaming, everyone. Let's go out there and do our best. Well, yeah, it's a marketplace. Well, at least I thought it was. I don't know. Look like one. Considering all the vendors. But they may have just camped out somewhere they knew there'd be a lot of people. That's a thing, too. I think I may have jumped the gun. But anyway. Oh, this could be awkward. If she sees a confession over here. Yeah, Haruto is his name. Like a childhood promise. I know those are pretty big in anime, but... You speak up a little bit. Has everybody else heard you and I sure didn't? She's not in a great mood after seeing that. And I'm not in a great mood after being rejected from being able to hear that. It's one of those tropes I just don't like when the character says something and they deliberately make it where you can't hear it, but everybody else that's actually in the scene does. It bugs me so much. That's what she said. Oh yeah, the future scene thing. Which actually might have something to do with the promise, now that I think about it. I would never use it for evil. Yes, no need to remind us. You jelly. We'll kill them. Nobody will dare take Atsuki from us. But nobody cares about Satsuki. Well, I think we've reached the boss. Yeah, the way they've set things up, I assume they're gonna have a failure, big failure here. Well, that's a boss, alright. So this is where we run? Yeah, the last one, at least one group technically beat it before, but this one, no one has. Really wish you guys could have picked a better name. It's definitely I like the boss design. Busto! You really shouldn't look away. A bird, like, I hope it's a big bird at least. I just love how she just shoots all of the elements. Is that really gonna pin him down? Oh, okay. I gotcha. I should hope so. You really shouldn't act so confident in this fight. I just see everything going wrong. Well... Should there be like a tank or something blocking the glass cannons? There goes the ring. I mean, I don't know how aggro works in this game, but... Ah! Why her? Why couldn't you just attack Nozomi? I know the answer, because nobody would care. And the game has permadeath, too. So basically their group's now ruined. It's still just a game, though. It's no Sword Art Online. Or maybe it is. You better not be blaming Haruto for that. Oh, yeah, hopefully that's all that it is, but... I don't think so. Yeah, it's clearly not what it was. As far as I know about that connection. Well, it's... There's no real way the game would be linked to that. That's more than a little bit of a stretch there, buddy. Like, you have to make a lot of leaps in logic to get there. But, you know, who cares about logic and facts when you're being emotional? There's nobody else better is available. Yeah. Of course they do. Yeah, me losing a childhood friend kind of ruined it for me. Wait, they're saying only people that played Union can play this game? Would they do that? As it should be. She's cute. Little smartphone there. Of course she has one of those. She seems nice. I like her. I just did, in fact. I know what an MMORPG is. Yes, you are. You're great. I would give you a head pat if I could. How old were you when that happened? Oh. Okay, that's a little bit odd, but that's cool. I guess that would make sense why they would maybe limit the people that can play. Only Union players? Oh, okay, that's what they meant. Interesting. He barely touched his food. If you don't want it, I'll take it. I'm sure that was made with lots of love. Kind of like his case. It's cool. They're not gonna give up, man. Just do it. You could try bribing him. It's a horrible way to have that book. I doubt that's coincidence. Okay, so it is a virtual reality game. I don't remember if they said it was. Now, that makes a bit more sense now. I actually really like that VR helmet design. I mean, I like my Oculus Rift and all, but I think that one looks a bit cooler. Huh. Looks like it has top-down 3D, kind of. At least I think that might be what they're going for. Or top-bottom 3D. Those of you that don't know, virtual reality videos, they have like the 3D is done by having different image sent to each eye. Either it'll be top, bottom, or left, right. Make the 3D effect. I don't know if they actually were doing that or not, but it came to mind. He doesn't play. I mean, he was the one that was invited here. So he could be a bit nicer. I wouldn't really call him a noob exactly. So I can't imagine this game having very many players, considering the limited amount of people that can play and the permadeath. One thing I want to know is, has there been any other cases of somebody dying for real and they died in the game? Because if not, they really were stupid for blaming Haruto for that. And they have the audacity to call him a noob. But yeah, with the game of permadeath, you want to be very careful. So I can understand. But nobody likes you because you're assholes. Well, what a great guild. Shape shifting's cool. Yeah, no wonder they needed a third person. Wow, they are cowards. Are they really cut out for this game? Why would you even do that? Yeah, they have no business calling anyone else a noob. I would slap them if they did. Yes. That's why you were stupid for calling him that. Yeah, back with your old party and everything. Well, that's probably what that little glitch effect was. But it's odd. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. Is that really a proper game mechanic? No, I think you two are just idiots. But I already knew that. Yeah, I don't think this is actual regular gameplay stuff. And yeah, I just want to say that guy's armor is really lame. I just want to point that out. Oh, that definitely looks suspicious. Yeah, totally. You should open that mimic. Yeah, the fighter's role is doing anything they don't want to do. That's really what it amounts to. Has a button, that's cool. I don't think it's a mimic. That should be a relief. It's a girl. A cute girl. That looks a lot like his certain childhood friend that supposedly died. But I guess she was just trapped in the game. I was gonna say maybe she just looks like her, but no, she knows his name, so that's definitely her. So yeah, many questions to be answered here. But what it's looking like is that her soul got sucked into the game. Oh, that was really cool. Very pretty ED. Well, I mean, it could be the opening. I don't think we saw the opening. Who knows? It's probably an opening, actually, now that I get more time with it. I assume he'll get his old party members to join the game as well at some point. Man, he looks terrible. Looks like he just got out of 2 years of Sword Art Online. And then we got our bad guys. I quite like the opening. It's pretty cool. Of course, getting the one guy that definitely blames him for Asahi's death would be the hardest one, I'm sure. To convince. Probably hasn't talked to him since, I'm sure. Excalibur! Yeah, very nice opening. I like it. That's the question. A mimic. A very good mimic. Why didn't you come say hi before now? So that was the first episode of Shichisei no Subaru. Yeah. So this anime. It's the anime that takes place, you know, with primarily an MMORPG, obviously no shortage of those in the anime industry. But this one, we have a group of people who are actually elementary school students, but their characters are aged up in the game. And they're part of a group, Subaru, which, the one cool thing about this game, besides the fact that it's apparently a virtual reality game, I may have missed that was mentioned earlier in the episode, but pretty much they have permadeath, which is cool. So, because that makes the game much more hardcore, you have to actually be much more strategic. You can't just be like, okay, let's just keep wiping against this boss until we get an idea of what its attack patterns are, and then we'll defeat it then. No, you miss your chance if that's the case. Also, the game is very unique in that you have to have apparently some special sense in order to even play it. So I guess the VR headset just scans you to see if you're compatible, and then allows you to make an account from there. Which is interesting, because it obviously is a way of limiting who can actually play, the number of people. And if you wanted to do something special with the plot, you could have a convenient excuse not to let some people play, if you wanted to do something like that. But yeah, Subaru, they remind me a lot of Blank, from No Game No Life. It's kind of similar concept, except more people, and they're just friends as opposed to siblings. But they're also very well known, very legendary. They're able to take down the one boss that one high level that raiding party could barely manage. They did it much more easily, without wiping half the group. To the point where they're getting very cocky, very a bit arrogant. Kind of remind me a little bit of Grimgar in some ways, actually. This anime in general. But yeah, they eventually bit off more than they could chew with this one boss, because things went wrong with the battle, and they try to target Nozomi. I guess whoever the tank wasn't able to hold aggro. Oh, was the fighter also supposed to be the tank? Maybe, I think. I don't think there was anyone that was more of a tank than him, because it was mostly like spellcasters or rangers or stuff like that. Not really much of a heavy guy with armor and swords. That was kind of... I think Haruto was the only real one that played that role. But anyway, yeah, he had to block that, and then they ended up attacking Asahi instead. I kind of would have preferred him to kill Nozomi, really, if I had to choose, but oh well. I guess he decided otherwise. But yeah, that was bad, because obviously everybody knew that would be it for her as far as the game goes. You probably can't even make a new account. I assume you couldn't, because I mean it would still be permadeath-ish, even if you could make a new account, because you have to start over, because that's how real life games with permadeath work, because they obviously can't stop you from making a new account. But I don't know, I think maybe they might have prevented you from that with this. I'm not sure if they actually said or not. But anyway, they found out the hard way that not only did she die in the game, she died in real life. A little bit reminiscent of Sword Art Online there. We don't really know much about the specifics there, aside from the fact that her heart stopped. So there wasn't really anything scientifically to link the death with the game. It very well could have just been highly coincidental, but we know that's not the case, because this is a work of fiction, so it's obviously not going to be a coincidence. And that was made even more apparent later on in the episode when we saw her in the game, so it made it seem like maybe her soul got sucked into the game. There's definitely a joke there somewhere. But luckily, yeah, Haruto, after 6 years of not playing the game, he played the game now, and I'm guessing he's really happy he did, because he got to meet his childhood friend / probable love interest, Asahi, there in the game, just looking all cute in the box. That's why you open up all chests, even if they might be a mimic, because it could be a cute girl. You never know. But yeah, clearly some people in his old party blame him for the death of Asahi. I don't think that's really the case. I mean, I think it would have been a similar result. Maybe somebody else would have died, but it's probably somebody would have died at least if things went a little bit differently. I mean, I would have to watch the fight again to really analyze it, to see if I really want to throw blame at someone, but I really don't think you should blame him, really. You are part of a team. Any loss is the team's fault. You can't really just pin it on one person like that. But anyway, yeah, after 6 years, he got pulled back into the game, or reunion. I think it's like, I don't know, wouldn't call it a spin-off or a sequel. Maybe you call it more of a sequel than anything. I don't really know what you call it. I also want to know if are there any deaths related to this game, because if they suspended the game, there'd have to be at least more than one example of somebody dying from the game. Like, surely, right? But I don't think they actually mentioned anyone else. Because, I mean, I wouldn't put it past the mainstream media to say, hey, this person died while playing the game. Clearly it was the game's fault. It couldn't have been because of any personal health problems they had. It was clearly the game's fault, so shut it down. Pressure, pressure, pressure. I wouldn't put it past that being the case, but I should hope there'd be more than one death that could be linked to the game for them to actually suspend it. But, yeah, I don't know. There's plenty of more questions we need answers to, I guess is the best way to put it. I am pretty sure that the others will be brought back into the game as well. I don't really know what the reasoning for, what the justification for doing so will be, but I'm sure they'll bring... Okay, I can't say I'm 100% sure. I'm fairly certain they'll bring the other Subaru members back into the game somehow, some way. You know, the show in some ways remind me of Anohana, the one anime, the flower that we don't remember that day, whatever the anime was called. It kind of reminded me of that in some ways. But it reminded me of that in some ways, it reminded me of No Game No Life in some ways, it reminded me of Sword Art Online in some ways. They just kind of all those kind of into this. But yeah, it was an alright first episode, I would say. Obviously, I feel like I need to get this a 3-episode rule before I can really say for sure whether it's going to be something I want to watch to the end. But so far, I'd say it was a promising first episode. I'll probably stick with that for at least the first 3 episodes. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.